Do you like chicken? Do you like chicken recipes? Do you like to have a really good keto chicken recipe? Well, do you like chicken parm? Well, this is right along the same lines of it, but we're gonna make some Dijon chicken, and it's gonna be really, really good. I know it is. So this is a recipe that we've seen online. We've seen some other folks have been doing it. Of course, they don't use a keto version of it, so they use a standard version of it. They're using, when they're coating them, they're using flour and stuff. So we're gonna do it keto style. So it's low carb, virtually. If you're a carnivore, I believe this is pretty close to carnivore. You might have to leave out a few of the sauces and stuff like that. You can use probably the Dijon mustard. And then we're going to, the breading that we're going to use for the chicken and stuff like that is all going to be carnivore. So I believe it is. It's just pork rinds and egg whites, which I believe is fine. If you're on keto or low carb, this is a fantastic recipe. You're really going to enjoy it. I'm going to adjust the camera a little bit here so you can kind of see what we're doing, and watch us, because we're going to take some first steps here and prepare the food. All right, so what we're going to do first of all, so I got to say, I got a knife that company, the Nakanto, if I can adjust that so you can see it. There it is. Nakanto gave me, asked me if I wanted to try one of their knives. So they sent me the knife to try for free. They didn't ask me to make a video or do a review of it or anything else. They just wanted me to try the knife. But I wanted to kind of show it to you because this is the first time I'm going to use it. It's a Japanese stainless steel, and it's supposed to be super, super sharp. The knife is really, really nice. It's a beautiful handle.
Very light.
Very light. I mean, it's really, really nice. So this is really like a chef's knife. So really, really nice. I'm very, very pleased with it so far. But let's see how it cuts. So we're going to take, this is a chicken breast. So what we're going to do is take the chicken breast, and if you don't mind, I'm going to look at the chicken and not you because of the fact I'm afraid that... So I'm going to cut this just about in half because we're going to fillet this, or we're going to pound it, I should say. Look at that knife. Knife's just kind of going through it. That's a really nice knife. See how nice that cut that? Wow. So alright, so we're going to do this. We may cut some of this fat off here. But again, this is, we're going to use, we got 4 chicken breasts here that we're going to use. This is a nice, look how nice that is. Beautiful. I'm not sure if I'm getting this in half. I'm afraid of the knife, it's so sharp. But there we go. Now I'm going to cut the rest of these. We'll come back when we get it all cut, and we're going to pound them, and I'll show you when they're all flattened out. All right? All right, we're going to pound this thing out. I'm going to take some plastic wrap, and I'm just going to put it over it. Now, I'm not going to pound this too flat, but I'm going to pound it just enough so I can get it pretty flat. Use that. Trying to figure out where is a good angle. So we got a new tripod, and we're trying some different angles on the camera and stuff like that. So, all right, so that's all there is to it. That's all we're gonna do. You don't need to see all these, but again, pretty thin. So that's what we're gonna do. I'm gonna do the rest of these, and we'll come back in a minute and show you what they all look like. All right, so we're going to do a couple of things here coming up. So the chicken is all pounded and everything else. We did season it just a little bit with a little bit of salt and pepper. Now what we're going to do is we're actually going to coat it a little bit with some oil. I have some coconut oil that I'm going to use, and then I got some breading. that we're going to use. This breading is a combination of pork rinds that we had ground up, and then we put in some white, some egg white powder in with it and mixed it all up. And then we mixed, once we got it all well mixed up, then we put a little bit of red crushed peppers in it. So that's what you're going to see us do. So I'm going to move the camera around and again adjust it so that you can see it better. And then hopefully we'll get this thing done. And then we're going to stick it in the air fryer and we're going to cook it. And then we're going to come back and make the Dijon sauce that we're going to coat on top of it. All right, so all we're going to do here is we're going to take a little bit of this coconut oil. I'm going to try to get, hopefully this gets the pork rind to stick to it. So we're going to brush the oil on top here. Get this really coated nice. Try to get it all over. Just flip it over. Get the other side coated. All right, and then once we get it coated and it looks good, we're going to throw it in the mix. There, over and see, make sure you can see that good. So this is just nothing more than pork rinds and some egg whites in it. So we're just trying to get a really thin layer of breading on it. All right, so we get on there pretty good, and we're going to take this and we're going to put it on our thing for our air fryer. We have a small little air fryer. We'll show you that in a minute. So we're only going to be doing half of these and then doing the other half. So pick the next one out. Again, we're going to coat this and try to do this so that I don't drip all over the place. I don't want to make too much of a mess. Now these are pretty thin, so they're going to cook pretty fast. I'm going to do a couple of these, and you don't need to watch me do all of them, so get a couple of them in here. Actually, these pork rinds, actually, with the egg whites in them, actually comes out really nice for breading. So, if you'd actually like to see me make that the breading, let us know. Next time we'll save it and we'll do that. So. All right, I'm going to coat the rest of these, and then we'll come back here and we'll show you what we're going to do when they go into the oven. All right. All right, so here's our little comfy air fryer that we're going to use. Again, I'm going to put this on air fryer mode, which it is on already. I'm going to actually set the time for 14 minutes because we're going to do a little bit longer. And then do it by halfway, and then we'll flip them. And then I'm going to do the temperature down here. We're going to take it down to 375. And we are good to go. So this is what our chicken looks like that we're throwing in here. And we'll come back in a few minutes and let's see how we're doing. All right, we're going to make the sauce next. So what I'm going to start off with is 2 tablespoons of the Kerrygolds here. So I'm going to cut off that, throw that in the pan here. We're going to get that going. get that melting up. And I have to wipe my hands off. So we're going to melt this up, get this going. And while we're getting that going, I'm going to grab a piece of paper towel for my hand. Like I said, we're doing I got a new tripod, so we're trying to set it up a little different. So I'm not sure this is the best angle or not. Once we get this melted down a little bit, next what we're going to do is we're going to go in here and we're going to throw this Dijon mustard in. So this is just the Simple Truth or the Kroger brand, I believe it is. We're going to put in 1 teaspoon in. And again, this is just really, the Dijon has a really nice flavor to it, so it just kind of gives it a nice profile. So we're going to mix that in, get this butter going around a little bit, get it all mixed in together a little bit. And then we're going to put in a little bit of this is heavy cream. So we're going to put 1 cup of heavy cream in here. Next, we're going to use some of this Drunken Chef's barbecue seasoning. So this is the jalapeno. So we're just going to put a little bit of just to give it a little bit of taste. So not too much. I'm going to get a whisk out here. There we go. Just get a little whisk, just so we can get everything blended together here. Get all of this. Get it up. And as we get it going here, get it simmering a little bit. We're actually going to throw some cheese in this. So I'm actually going to use some cheddar cheese. It might be better to use some something else, but this is what I have in the refrigerator, so that's what I'm going to use. And I'm going to put the cheese in here just because I want to melt it down. I'm going to use this kind of as a thickening agent. That will help thicken the sauce up. I'm going to say there's probably 3/4 of a cup, a half cup in here or something like that. Alright, we're going to just mix that all around. Now we're going to let this simmer for a while and see how it thickens up. So we'll come back later when this is thickened up. This is going to go on top of the chicken. So this is the Dijon sauce, or our version of it anyway. So we'll come back in a minute here and I'll show you what the sauces look like after it's been simmered for about 4 or 5 minutes here. It thickens up a little bit. Alright. That's what they look like. They're up there cooking away. They look pretty good. We flipped them a minute ago. Those are really looking nice. Pretty excited to try them. Alright, that's the sauce, the way it came out. So, well, it came out really nice. It's nice and thick. It came out pretty good. So, all coming together. Alright, we're going to take these things out. Shh, don't tell my wife you saw that. Alright. Looking good. All right, there it is, all plated up. The first round, that'll be our dinner tonight. I think it's time for my favorite part. What do you think? I think it looks really, really good. Look how that sauce just thickened up really nice, how it just kind of stayed on there. Really, really nice. Great, great recipe. We'll have to write this up and put it up on the webpage if you guys are interested. Let me know. I think it came out really good. Let's turn the camera around and so we can do a taste test. Wow, that came out so good looking. I mean, I'm really impressed the way that it came out. So, what do you think? Can I go on America's Chef or one of the shows for Chef Ramsay or something on there? I needed my assistant chef. But that came out really nice. That sauce is it's sticking to it and just really, really nice. So let's do a little taste test. So I'm going to take off one of these. I'm going to get it on a little plate. So that's what my taste test looks like. I'm going to cut this up. Make sure I get a piece with some mushroom in it. I'm a big fan of mushroom. You guys like mushrooms? Let me know down in the comments. Wow. That is really, really good. That's really, really good. That sauce, perfect on the chicken. Wow, that's really really, really good. Man, I think my wife and I should open up a restaurant. You know, I'm telling you, this is really, really good. Now we use chicken breast. You could use boneless chicken thighs if you wanted something a little more dark meat. Wow. That's awesome. Thank you for the suggestion, honey. That was great. That's a really, really good. That sauce just really makes it. It's like cheese with that little bit of a flavor in it, with that habanero and then the Dijon and just the melting of all those flavors and stuff like that. That's just on the money. Hey, if you guys really, really like this and you like to see more videos like this here, make sure you subscribe to the channel. Thumbs up. Hit that subscribe button down there. Hit that little bell icon over here. Hey, you know, if you like stuff like that and you'd love to support the channel, think about becoming a member. We have a lot of great recipes coming up. I think we're going to try to do a chicken parm in the near future as well. So if you like that, if you have suggestions or ideas of things that you'd like to see, or even just a main ingredient, if you'd like to see more chicken recipes, let us know down below. If you'd like to see something else with some beef or something else like that, let us know so that we can kind of plan some of those things out. Again, if you're a huge supporter of the channel, or if you become a supporter of the channel, you have a lot more say in what we're going to cook and what kind of recipes you like to see, as well as because that helps us buy the products and the foods and stuff like that. We are trying to buy stuff that's on a budget, but sometimes it's pretty hard. But this is so good. This is unbelievable. So anyway, you guys are awesome. This has been a fantastic video. This is a joy to make. Really, really easy too. This is really pretty easy. So I'll see you guys in the next video. Don't forget to go over there and watch this other video over here, or click on this Alan's Awesome logo over here, because you guys are awesome.